What is mental toughness? What is mental resiliency? I think that mental toughness or mental resiliency is simply just a mindset. You are always going to encounter failures, struggles, and things that, like obstacles that are going to knock you off of your path. But in the end of that, you must always stay positive. Instead of seeing your failures as failures, see them as lessons that you can learn from. As much as it hurts and as much as that pain is so intense, use that for the greater good. Use it as a superpower, something that can solve the world, like help other people. Use it as something positive. Long ago, about around a year ago, I was involved in a toxic relationship, and the relationship didn't work out, and there are still remnants from the relationship that are still within my life and affecting me to this day. And like everybody does, I still think about this relationship. I still have regrets and things that I did in the relationship that I wish I didn't. I wish I did other things. I wish I was a better person to to her. I wish I was stronger, but you have to realize that I had to realize that I've changed. I'm not the same anymore. I've made a lot of progress, and you have to look at it as a lesson. So the next relationship that you get into, the next person you're involved with, you're going to treat them differently, or you're going to do things differently. You're going to be stronger. You're going to be a better person. You look at all your mistakes that you made and you learn from them. That is true resiliency. To look at your regrets and the things that you did. Like you sometimes you might see yourself, oh, look at that cat. Funny that his cat just showed up and he's looking at me while I'm recording this video. A brown orange-ish looking cat. Yeah, I know you think that's kind of funny, but anyways, you got to learn from your mistakes and learn from the things that hurt you. All the things that you did, you have to learn from it. That's truly what mental toughness is. That's what mental resiliency is, to look at something and instead of let it get you down, look at it as a lesson, something you can learn from, because there's no failure. The only time you fail in life is when you accept failure or you give up. You never fail. Failures or losses, they're not losses. They're only lessons that you learn within your life. And it took me so long to mentally understand this. And I'm still going through the process of trying to understand it spiritually. But it took me so long to be able to look at the things that I did wrong and see it with a sense of how can I learn from this situation rather than beat myself up over it. It is very hard to face your trauma and face the pain that you went through and the things that you did wrong and the things that this other person did wrong to you. It's very hard to face that. But I do believe that's stoicism, that's mental resiliency, it builds toughness because it's hard. It's not easy to do that. It takes a real man, it takes a real strong person to admit the mistakes that you made, be authentic and just admit your weaknesses and admit the person that you want to become. As long as you're working towards becoming better, that's all that matters. As long as you're trying, you're putting effort into becoming better. This relationship that I was in, it really drained me. And while I would come on camera and bash my ex, I'm not going to do that. I feel like that would be disrespectful. I'm just going to say it just didn't work out. I feel like I did things that were wrong and she did things that were wrong. She made mistakes. I made mistakes. You probably can relate to that. You probably were in a similar situation. And most of us, we have childhood trauma. That's the majority of us. And other of us have relationship trauma where we were just involved with someone and it didn't work out. And sorry, we're currently on the path of letting that go fully, and just you're never gonna forget about it, but you'll heal it to a point where you can look at it and you can kind of look back on it with a sense of gratitude, and you can see it as more of a lesson that instead of something that still hurts and brings you down, you know. But that is the true way to become mentally resilient, mentally tough. You have to go through weakness. You have to go through that weakness, that adversity. That adversity builds you into the man or the strong person that you need to be. It's not, strength isn't the absence of adversity, it's the presence of adversity and being able to learn from it and get back up and keep going and improve and improve and improve and get better as a person. That's the true definition. That is truly that is truly masculine energy. That's what that is. That's truly what a strong person is. Most importantly, you got to take care of your mental health. You can't ignore your trauma and you can't ignore your mental health. That is the only way that you will become stronger. And I'm glad that you watched this video today. Take care of yourself. Never give up. Your younger self is rooting for you. Peace.